Good season. Give us an overview, please.
Yeah, I couldn't be more proud of our program and our players. Obviously ran up against a great Florida team and just came up one run short. But, I mean, like I told them, just the story and the journey that they took us on this year will never be forgotten. I think it completely changes our program in terms of what they did from the middle part of the season until now. I just think that it's over. But I've never been more proud of a group.
Okay, we'll start for questions for the student athletes. And just raise your hand and we'll get a mic to you. Aaron, thank you.
Aaron Fitt, D1 Baseball, for both of you guys. I mean, kind of expounding upon what Coach just said about this group, maybe the lasting impact that this team will have on the program and the run that you guys have been on. What has this kind of meant to you guys? Curtis, you start, please.
Yeah, no, it's definitely meant a lot, especially whenever 2 months ago after we got swept by West Virginia, we had a decision to make in the course of where the season was going to go. And, I think as a unit, we just came together and we played the TCU brand of baseball. And there's nothing that can really compete with that. And, just from that point on, it's just been awesome. Just watching this team develop and the friendships that we've all had. This is the tightest group that I've ever been a part of. And, it's just been a phenomenal group.
Brayden?
Just like he was saying, like not everybody thought we were going to be at this point in the year where we're at right now. And I just can't say enough about, all my teammates, all the staff, everyone who's been here to support us all. I'm very lucky to be a part of this team. Like Curtis said, this is one of the most tight-knit group of people I've ever been around. And like I said, just very, very lucky. Very, very happy to be a part of it.
Okay, next question.
I'll jump in. I mean, just the other thing, too, sorry, but this is Coach Winkler's daughter, Cole. You want to say hi to everybody? But, I mean, this is the type of kids I get to be around every single day is, we just lost a ball game, and Brayden Taylor has Coach Winkler's daughter, Cole, up here with him. The stories are endless in terms of the kids that we have in our program, and, it just speaks for itself in terms of who we get to be around every day.
Wish we had a nameplate for her. Next question. Okay, Gary.
Barry Lewis with Killer Frogs. This is for both Curtis and Brayden. Yesterday, by making it to today, TCU baseball becomes the 6th program in TCU this academic year to make it to the national semifinals. What does that say to you and to be a part of that, and what does that mean for TCU sports?
Brayden, you begin.
Well, it's really cool to be a part of, such a great school. Us in the fall as a baseball team, we would always go to all the football games, watch what they did. They had a phenomenal run. We take what we learned from them. Same thing with basketball. It was just super, super cool that, a little school in Fort Worth could do so much, I think that plays a lot into our game where people sometimes overlook us. But yeah, like I said, it's a very special time to be a Horned Frog.
Curtis.
Yeah, Brayden pretty much covered it all. I mean, it's just a spectacular year for TCU athletics, and hopefully, that'll get the ball rolling for next year as well.
Okay, I'll go right up here first.
Charles Baggerly, TCU 360. For Curtis and Brayden, what has it meant to you to lead this group of freshmen, and what do you expect from them as time moves on?
Curtis, you start.
Yeah, just an amazing group of kids. Just, the first day they walked in the door, wide-eyed, and then to see them now, just their development over the year. Carson Bowen, unbelievable, as we've seen all year. He's done a spectacular job, and it just brings, just so much joy to me just to watch his process and, his development over the year. And, he's like a brother to me, so he is my brother. And it's just the way that the year's been, he's been doing an unbelievable job. The pitching staff, they've been doing a great job all year. Cole Klecker, Ben Abel, Louie, they've been doing an awesome job. And, they're in amazing hands going down the road. So it's very, very exciting to see those guys in the development and, just the future that they have. So it's very exciting.
Brayden.
These guys, this freshman class honestly taught us a lot. It was about us leading them in the fall, trying to get them accustomed to how TCU baseball runs. But they hooked on immediately, and then throughout the season, they're the ones picking us up. So I'm very excited to see their future. I mean, these guys no longer freshmen, but they were no longer freshmen in December. So like Curtis said, I'm excited to see these guys and their journeys forward. They're gonna have great careers.
Aaron.
Aaron, D1 again. Brayden, got to ask you about the final out, because you obviously hit that ball really, really well. What did you think? What kind of the range of emotions off the bat and then going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I went up there taking my same approach I always do, even though the moment may have seemed a little bit bigger. But I was just going up there trying to get a good pitch to hit, put a good swing on it, and I put a good swing on it. I thought it may have had a chance, but I think big credit to Florida, though. Like, Florida's going to be the team to win this thing. I feel like they're a really, really good ball club. And, they just the emotions that ran through my head after that was, I'm just going to – it's going to be tough. Not very many words. It's hard to put into words right now.
Okay, any more questions for the student athletes? If not, congratulations on a great season, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You want me to carry? You want to walk?
She can stay. Thanks, guys. Okay, questions for Kirk, and we'll start here with Matt.
Matty Ramirez, White and Blue Review. Kirk, I imagine this is kind of one of the things that a coach can't really control when you're sitting 23-20, wondering how a group of guys is going to respond to that and which direction they're going to go in, and then 21-4 with 4 1-run losses the rest of the way. What kind of characteristics did it take to pull that off, do you think?
Resilient, hardworking, determined young men that, just decided that they weren't going to lose anymore. And it's pretty special when you get, a group of guys that, the story is, every season has a story, but this one's pretty special in terms of where they were and where they finished, and being one of the, they finished top 4 in the country. They were 23-20, left for dead, and they just kept showing up, kept working, and if they don't hold on to that for the rest of their lives and think about what's possible when you just work hard and believe, I don't know what else you could point to, because that was pretty special just to see them continue to grow.
Okay, Kendall.
Kendall Rogers, D1 Baseball. Kirk, is somebody who's played in this College World Series, how do you put into words just the job that Cole and Ben did as freshmen? I know they're not freshman maturity level wise, but just freshmen on this stage, pretty incredible.
Really, you hit the nail on the head in terms of Cole and Ben. I remember my freshman year. Wasn't like that, in terms of the roles that they had, and they'll take a step back and look at it, and seasons on the line and all those different things throughout the end of the year, and it didn't affect them one time. And Cole asked for the ball last night. I didn't know who we were going to start, but Cole shot me a text, and that kind of made my decision. And he's answered the bell every single time. And the first guy that I wanted to come in after that was Ben, because he's done the same. And then obviously finishing with Garrett, he's done the same. So, pretty special kids in terms of their competitiveness and their ability to just simplify the game. That's the sign of genius, is what they say, is you can make the complex seem simple. And I think that's what Cole and Ben and really all of our guys have done. Just super proud of the way they handled themselves on and off the field.
Okay, next question. Back here.
Kurt, Michael Farrar with Berg Sports Network. Kind of a two-part question for you here. What are you most excited about for the future of TCU baseball coming back? And then you mentioned earlier about the people behind the scenes. Could you kind of, if you could, tell a story that may have like made your year that we may not know about, that the people who've impacted you behind the scenes?
Well, I mean, there's so many different. I think there's so many stories. The one that pops into my head right now is our managers. You know, that they donate their time to TCU baseball. They're there longer than we are. You know, whether it be shagging fly balls or helping hit fungos or doing the laundry to, I mean, you want to talk about, like, those are the people that make a program special, is when you have people that don't ever get any credit. You know, they're kind of behind the scenes. They don't get the credit. But, man, they make our program go. And, you know, to our bullpen catcher. I mean, all those things, it's like you don't really realize until you don't have those people that want to donate their time. You know, and we have a huge manager pool of kids that just love TCU baseball and love to serve. And, you know, those guys are pretty special in our program and are treated just like our players are. And I already forgot your other part of your question. Oh, moving forward with TCU baseball. I mean, we hadn't been here in 6 years, and the guys were tired of looking at the 2010, the 2014, 15, 16, and 17 signs in left field and the old pictures that are in our classroom to all those different things. And we'll have some updating to do because this group, you know, did some special things that you know, are going to be, they'll be able to come back and show their kids and do all those things, because they definitely, I think, was one of the best stories of the year in terms of who they are and what they did. And so super proud of the fact that, you know, they won't feel it right now, but when they come up for air and understand and realize how difficult it is to get here and the way they played, there's some long-lasting memories that won't go away.
Okay, any more questions for Kirk? If not, thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
On a great season.
Thank you guys for your coverage, too. Really appreciate you guys.